Hey guys, welcome back to Cooking with Gunther's Gourmet. Had a lot of requests about the bacon. We've mentioned it on a few of our other videos. So we're going to do bacon today. We're going to do it two ways. We're going to take this pork belly, we'll take half, make it a little bit sweeter, a little more breakfast bacon, and we'll do half a little bit more savory. What you're going to need, a couple of big Ziploc bags. This is going to take 14 days. Label them. This is what you're going to cure it in. You'll need a pan to keep it on in your refrigerator. Every day you'll just flip it. Now this is going to be a three-part video. The first part, we're going to cure it, brine it. I'll probably show you in about 5 or 6 days what it looks like. And then the second part, we're going to smoke. Third part, we're going to use it in recipes. Each different bacon, a different kind of recipe. The sweet cure is going to be really simple. You just need brown sugar and curing salt. What we use is Tender Quick. We get this on Amazon, and it has the nitrates in it and everything else you need. Instead of having to buy pink salt and salt, we just use that. The first one is a very simple cure: brown sugar and the Tender Quick. That's it. Second one's a little bit more complex, a little bit savorier. What we have here in this one is black pepper, the Tender Quick. We have crushed garlic, nutmeg, brown sugar. We have fresh bay leaves, thyme, and then we have juniper berries. These are going to be hard to find. Get them at probably your local all-natural store. We took the juniper berries, put them in a mortar and pestle, crushed them. So that is your two types of cures. The savory one, they say, takes 10 days. The sweeter one, 14 days. We're going to use about 12. It doesn't really matter. And we'll talk about the smoking when the smoking gets here. So right now, I hope you can see this. This is a pork belly. It's 11 pounds, 11 and a half pounds. Honestly, this one I got at Costco. So, decent price, nice size bellies. Costco seems to have them, Sam's Club doesn't. Most of your grocery stores do not carry pork bellies. Your local butcher will have them, but that's probably going to be a heritage hog or some kind of specialty animal where it's going to be $6, $7, $8, $9 a pound. This is probably closer to $3.45, which has gotten to be quite expensive. It used to be $1.99. It's really gone up lately. Anyway, it's going to be some great bacon. Not much to do to this to start with. I'm going to leave most of the fat on here. A lot of this melts away when you cook it. But you want to flip it over. I don't know if you can see. This is silver skin right here. The rest looks pretty good. Actually, this is a beautiful piece of belly. This is the silver skin. What you want to do is you just want to get your knife up underneath there, go back and forth, take that off. And that's pretty much all the trimming we're going to have to do to this. And that's couldn't... A lot of times you'll get some of these with just a ton of silver skin on them. This is, quite frankly, one of the nicer pieces we've had. We got kind of lucky that we don't have to do a lot of trimming. We don't have to do a lot of waste. All right, like I said, it's 11 and a half pounds. We're going to cut it down the middle and assume that each side is 5 pounds. Nice sharp boning knife. Too much fat is not always good on this. You want a decent amount, but too much is just a little bit crazy. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to do the quick cure on the sweet, and that's just going to be, we're going to take the brown sugar, the Tender Quick, mix it together, and there's my whisk. Brown sugar, you can use dark, you can use light. Dark might give it a little bit of a better flavor, and that's it. Doesn't have to be super mixed up because you'll find out this one is going to bleed a lot of liquid. By the end of 14 days, it's going to be sitting in a bag of liquid. Also, these are 2-gallon Ziploc bags. I labeled the date. Today's March 13th. You're probably not going to watch this for 3, 4, 5 weeks. Make sure before you start that it actually zips. A lot of these larger bags, the zip doesn't work that well. You just want to get it so it works. I'm trying to save time, money, energy, and all right, so we got it in the bag. What I'm trying to do is just do it all in one bag so we don't have a lot of pots, pans to clean up. I'm just going to go ahead and cure this in the bag. Just give it a quick rub. This board is dirty, so I'm going to bring this back here. Do it directly in here. It's not a hard process, and you're going to wonder why you haven't been making bacon all these years. One thing to note when you do make this bacon, a lot of people don't have slicers at the house, so you're going to hand slice this. Probably be a little bit thicker. You're also going to know that when you cook it, it's going to be a little bit more hammy than bacony. Part of the reason is we're not injecting this. We're not injecting it. A lot of mass-produced bacon is injected with sodium solution, salt water. So when you cook it, it's sliced thin. You cook it, all the water comes out, the salt's left behind. That's how you get that salty, crisp bacon. This is going to be a little bit more ham-esque. It will take a long time to cook, up to 25-30 minutes in a 375 degree oven, but we'll get to that in the next video. So as you see, all I'm doing is rubbing it, getting it all around, and by the time we finish the next one, you'll see that this one will start bleeding water. All this dry rub will be wet in a day or two. And I'll show you halfway through the curing process. This recipe is, we call it Mark's bacon because my brother's friend Mark from Roanoke, who is my friend as well, I guess now, gave us the recipe for this. He's in Charlottesville these days. He does a lot of smoking. We've learned a lot from him over the years. If he wants to identify himself in the comment section, he can. I'm trying not to give people's names out on this channel. If they want to claim who they are, they can. But Mark's Bacon, and it is, if anything, nothing but popular. And that's it. We're going to come back and see this in 14 days. Get most of the air out of it. And we keep it on the pan. Now, the reason we did this one first is because we can reuse the same bowl because the same ingredients are in both. The savory one just has a few extra ingredients in there. And you don't want the juniper berries, the garlic, or anything to get on this sweeter bacon. So, again, we're going to take our black pepper. We're going to take our quick cure salt. We're going to take 5 cloves of garlic. I peeled them. I cut off the root end. I kind of just smashed them and chopped them up, rough chop. Brown sugar, nutmeg. And that is loud. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tear some of these are fresh bay leaves, not dry. I'm going to tear them and bruise them a little bit. Get some of the natural oils and flavors to come out. And what you can do as well is if you want, get them in the mortar and pestle. Grind them in with your juniper berries. And juniper berries are what they make gin out of, by the way. Bruise them up a little. Same with the thyme. Now, beautiful piece of thyme. I went ahead and took it off the stem. You don't have to, but that also bruises it up as well a little bit. You start to get the natural flavors out. We'll just pull that off. Don't worry about stems as much. You don't want the big ones in there, but don't worry about the little ones as we're going to rinse the bacon off before we smoke it. Again, once we get to the smoking part of this, we're going to smoke them with 2 different kinds of woods and everything, and I'll talk to you about that. Okay, we do the same process. This one won't bleed as much liquid into the final product. It seems to be a drier cure. And I wish you could smell that. That is delicious. It smells fantastic. We're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to take the pork belly. We're going to cure it right in the bag. And be careful when you put it in the bag that you don't rip that apart, because once that's broken, it's not going to hold anything in, and any liquid's going to leak into your fridge. We'll get rid of some of this. Work in a clean environment. I'm just going to dump this whole thing in, and we're going to rub it around. Again, we're assuming both these things are right around 5 pounds. And you can see right off the bat, that one is going to be a little bit sweeter. You can see right off the bat, this one has got a lot of great savory flavors in there. Breakfast BLT type sandwich. We're going to rub it all around, get it all in there, and we didn't really make a mess. Part of the mess I made over here is with the mise en place, which is all the ingredients. You don't have to do all that. I did that so y'all could see what we're doing. Good. The hard part about this is the 14-day wait, 12 to 14-day wait. So we've got this. Get some air out of the bag. And there's no doubt you can tell which one is which. Every day we're going to open the fridge, we're going to pull them out, and we will flip it. You can already see this one is starting to generate liquid. And the next day we open the fridge, we flip it. If need be, we'll put a rubber glove on, we'll get in there and rub it around a little bit and make sure it is equally distributed. But that is step one in making bacon. Our savory bacon, Mark's bacon, our sweet bacon, and we're off to the races. Again, 14 days. So, thanks for your time. Look for part number 2 or 3 of this next week. We'll be releasing these, I don't know, we might release them all in the same week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday or something, so you can follow it. We're just trying to make the videos a little bit quicker, so they're not 17-minute videos, but look for us, subscribe, hit the bell, so you'll know when the next video comes out. Comment, give us a thumbs up, do all that kind of stuff. And look us up on Gunther's Gourmet. If you're a retail store and you want to pick up any of our items, we'll send you a wholesale price list. We have our larger bottles on Amazon, and everything else can be bought on the Gunther's webpage. So thanks again for cooking with Gunther's Gourmet. We'll see you in 2 weeks when this is ready to smoke. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. All right, we are on day 7 of the bacon. Just giving you a quick update on how things look. This is going to be our savory. This is going to be our sweet. And as predicted, this one is not giving off that much liquid. But every day we pick them up and we flip them over. As predicted, this one has quite a bit of liquid in the bag. We pick it up and we flip it over. So we got about 7 more days. Once we get to that, we will rinse them off and then smoke them. That's going to be probably video 2, but they are getting nice and firm and looking great. Okay, just a quick update.